Hello friends and welcome to Intronaut channel. This is the place on YouTube where we do weekly tarot reading, and today you are all invited to join me on the reading for the last week of October. So it will be very interesting to see how this October month, kind of long months, is leaving us with, and what the November that is coming is bringing. So, as I said, you are all invited. And before we start the reading, we do a bit of inner connecting. It means that we are creating the space, opening up the space for stuff to come and join us, and of course, allowing that to happen. Inner connecting is the easiest to do with sound, so we will use sound. Yes, here. I will use this instrument. You can use instrument, you can use your voice. You can also listen to the sound or listen to my creations. So, as I said, you are welcome. So let's do the reading now. These are my cards. The first card is usually, representing the energies that are supporting us in the beginning of the week. So the week already started, and let's see, yes, what is supporting us at this moment. This is the card. So this is the card that generally represents, a surety of possessions. A surety of possession. So let's see. It is a king. It's a person with a crown standing, above the city. On his fingertips, on two discs, and one disc is carefully handled in between his arms and hands, and the last disc is placed on his crown. So to me, he is a raised king. He comes from a long line of kings, and but he lives in today's world where kings, do not have that much of the political power, but they have the power of the possession. So this is what goes from one king to another, their, inheritance and inheriting the possessions. So he is a master of his own possessions, and he is really sure of that. What he inherited is of importance, and he's dealing with it with a great care and a great responsibility. So it is not that he is withdrawing from the world. On the contrary, he is actually, by all his by all his possessions. He's contributing to community big time, but maybe not in the front row. I would say from the back row maybe. So this is kind of what will be happening in the beginning of the week. We will be holding on to what we've got, and since this is the season of this is the time of the year where we remember what we really got and where did we get it from, so it's a time to remember that there were people standing here before us, and what happens was that they built, this where we are standing today. So it will be really important to show gratitude and to, realize that mm, hmm, technology. Okay, so what I wanted to say is that we should recognize also that it's very important that other people are really responsible for where we are standing here today, so we should be grateful for that. So this is for the beginning of the week, and because this card kind of points that we are holding to something that we have, so the next card can be, uh, saying what is this that we are holding on to, and it's this. So it says that we are holding on to our broken heart. And that's true because, generally speaking, we are here on this planet because of our broken heart. And the mission to heal and the mission to fix it is what we are doing here. So it kind of makes sense that we are really holding to our broken heart. But uh, this would be the energies that will support us in the middle of the week. And if I remember correctly, this was the same card that supported us in the last week, in the middle of the week. So what I see this time is maybe, there will be a lot of raining, and there will be not much sun, at least not here where I live. So it says kind of that there will be a great sadness present, and of course there will be a bit of crying, and I say that crying is okay because you are cleaning, uh, you know something that needs to be recognized is coming out through tears. So yes, it's not a bad thing at all. So, and again, it's this time of the season, this is the time where we remember all the people that passed to the other world, and we maybe find ourselves missing them, or a bit of confused or lost without them. So this will bring kind of, ideas too, and kind of emotions out of us. And but what I will suggest for the middle of the week, because it is actually the time to celebrate, and I cannot say that we should celebrate our broken heart, but we can maybe, use this opportunity to connect with our ancestors and ask them what was that broke our hearts. Because if our heart is broken, it means that their heart is broken, and maybe the heart was broken long before we came here. So this is the time that we have a great opportunity to maybe, do a little bit of researching and do a bit of, healing. Maybe advice would be not to allow sadness and, these emotions to control you, but instead, remember that this is the path to healing, and this is what kind of needs to be recognized. So embrace it and, experience these energies with a really open mind. This is also the card of, as I said, absence and delay and removal. All these things can come um, in our mind, and in our, experience and in the middle of the week. But also, if this is the card of absence, the next card can, point to what we are missing and what is this that we are looking for. And this is the card. So this is the Knight, um, that in generally represents, departure, flight, or change of places. But it also is a card of absence. So for me, um, this is a card that calls to mind something bad or not really wantable can happen unexpectedly, and it can kind of, surprise us or take us by surprise. So there can be a little bit of fear present that something unexpected or something not very pleasurable can happen to us. Um, and of course, for the end of the week, this card is suggesting that we can maybe take a trip, or change places for a day or two. And this is also a card that is kind of pointing that the end of the week we will take a bit of time for ourselves, and we will not kind of want to share what is on our mind with others. So it's not bad for every person, for every human to, spend a little bit of time on his own and, think things through. So I think that that this week we should not allow, you know, uh, things to get out of the hand, in a sense that we should concentrate and maybe focus on what we lost, but instead we should maybe focus on what we have and what we gain and where are we actually going. So this time of the year is actually celebration, so keep that in mind. And I wish you all the best this week. And if we can do a bit of comparison to the last week, we maybe, have this maybe confidence that we can, control this, as I call it, negative field nicely, because we did a good job last week. But we all have this experience. One minute we say we know everything, and the next minute the universe is proving us wrong. So you should be careful. You should be open-minded about your own abilities and about what's really, affecting you. Um, so this is it. I hope you gain some informations about what's gonna be, happening this week. I'm looking forward to hear from you. So if you would like some psychic advice, or if you would like some tarot reading, you can contact me on my email and we can arrange a video reading. So this is possible, or you can also comment under this video and maybe ask question, and I will, give you a free answer. Of course, you know, I wish you enjoy these holidays as much as it is possible. So I hope to hear from you. I hope to see you soon. I'm looking forward actually. So this is it. Goodbye.